And this guy goes, do you have the ability to disable April's newfound internet access through Spectrum without her prior knowledge, permission, or involvement? He goes, I doubt it. Why would I want to do that? Well, obviously, he would have that ability to do that since the property and the internet's in his name.
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is she hasn't been tweeting for like
Did he cut it off? Did he fucking unplug the router?
The internet.
He took an axe to the router fucking cord. All right. Do you want to keep smashing through?
Let's do a little bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so here are her last tweets.
Sure. All right.
So this is her talking about, you don't know about the guy who watches him pull his dick out and watches him pee a minimum of 4 times a week, or the girl who watches April pull her pants down or her skirt up, takes her hours to pee with that kind of pressure. Are you telling me she's having to sit there for hours? Like, what? And then April goes, I chose to submit to random drug tests so that I could maintain my caregiving role of the kids.
What?
So there's April saying that she's actively involved in a caregiving role for
Come
Rekieta's
on.
children. Even still, she says, I wasn't leaving them behind for any substance. I've never been ordered to test. I submitted because I love the kids. And then she says, you can't replicate Nick's dick. I don't care what kit you buy. The thing is, this is obviously not platonic.
And it's
like,
the same
totally
tweet with kids and then the dick. Like in the same tweet. You couldn't separate the tweets. You couldn't separate the tweets about Nick's dick and his kids. Like, whoa, buddy. All right.
And then she says she hasn't ever used that term in her whole life. She's never called anyone her soulmate. She just calls it love when it's love. She's getting out of here for now because she has good intentions. I think it's because Rekieta told her to shut the fuck up. And I think that's the last tweet she made was back on November the 12th. So it's been like a full week with no April spiraling. So whether he pulled the plug on the internet or he threatened her to shut the fuck up and she listened, or maybe she finally came down off of the fucking meth she was smoking. Who knows what the reason is, but she's shut up. So
let's go.
Moving on from there.
All right. Baseball bat story.
Okay. So Rekieta has now confirmed that this story, which we showed on our show, is real.
Okay.
Which I doubted that this was real because it was so insane what he told us.
You could even see your face here. You're like,
What?
So f you and your attitude towards the kids. Using it when it's convenient for you, when you're not, you know. But she goes, I've asked Nick to kill me so many times. It's like, well, then you guys all need to go get help because that's fucking insane.
She's asked Nick to kill her. Wow.
Oh, and then Nick does this motion 5 times a day when he's fighting with Kayla or he's frustrated about something.
How often does he hit himself?
Oh, I thought that was you talking right now. Sorry.
Like
I thought that was you.
3 times. I saw it 3
Just 3 times.
Yeah. You saw
so,
it. Yeah.
Amazing.
So now Nick, then they start fighting again. April and I go upstairs. We're like, this is f***ing exhausting. I finally hear yelling again. I go downstairs. He has Kayla cornered in our half bathroom in the entry. You know how a house where you'll walk in and there'll be a bathroom right away, just a toilet and a sink right away that people can go into? He's got her in one of those smaller bathrooms, and he's got her up against the corner of it, shouting at her. Now, I'm a big enough dude that I can handle a Nick Rekieta with one arm. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I don't know what he's on. I don't know what the deal is here. So I go out to the garage, and I get a baseball bat. I put it between the two of them. I push him aside, and I go, get the f*** back. And he walks around the kitchen beating himself in the head. And then April looks at me, and she goes, you didn't need to bring that baseball bat in, you know.
I'm nodding at past.
Like a 6'2" man is standing over a 5'2" woman. She's crying. He's shouting at her in the bathroom. You're right. You know what? I should have broke fucking ribs with
You
it.
really were the icon sting, Aaron.
I was sting. I wanted to play the music.
Aaron from the rafters.
Even your tone there, you're like, yeah, totally,
But
that's
now,
true.
Now Rekieta admits that this happened. If I was him, I'd never respond to any of this shit other than it never happened.
Whoa.
But here he goes, Aaron threatened me with a baseball bat. He's told the story live. So just confirming that story is real. What was he thinking? What is he thinking now? He immediately starts coping. And he goes, well, the problem, of course, is he got the details pretty wrong. But, like, how much wrong could it be? Because, like, you'd think the part that was wrong was him, like, pulling out the baseball bat and threatening to beat your ass. Like, bruh. The dirty, sordid details of the Rekieta crime family, they never cease to amaze. He actually admitted to all that. Okay, here's the locals, the 5K locals gift update, everyone.
All right. So he goes,
5K locals gift. They go, I'll settle for a t-shirt that says, I joined Rekieta's locals, and all I got was this dumb shirt. And he goes, well, I hope to have good news for you. You should sell the shirt. There's probably about 5,000 customers, which I don't even know what he meant by that. And the Raptor guy goes, so what you're saying is we're not getting anything.
Oh, shit. How about you release the body cam footage as the 5K gift before it's released to the public?
And he's like responding to these people like he comes down from Mount Baldo to battle with them.
Come on, that's funny.
Bro, it's so felted.
Oh, shit.
In what world do you live in that if you pay for something you are not entitled to get it? I believe they call that scamming.
Woo.
And Rekieta says, sorry, I've been dealing with some personal shit and I don't want to give out trash. I also know I'm bad at organizing. You don't say, buddy. So I was trying to partner with the company who could produce and ship up to 5,000 of these things so that it would get done. I'm sorry. I should really have just rethought the gift and made it cheaper, but I really wanted to send something nice instead. What Rekieta fails to realize, he didn't have to send anything at all. You know, but he promised something. And now he's fucked. And it like, whatever he sends will never live up to the hype of the 5K locals gift. But he should, at this point, should just send a fucking t-shirt or just send something. But I think he's too broke to honestly fulfill the 5,000 member locals.
What about like a documentary or something? You know, like an edited, full, like 3 hour.
Chat figured it out. It's 5,000 Baldos.
Okay.
The guy even ratioed Nick with 4. Like, that's brutal, bro. All right, then we just have, like, Rekieta battling people.
Okay, here we go. It's always a battle. And this is on locals, right? It's on locals.
He's battling with USS J4 Broly and Liquefied Mummy. And Liquefied Mummy, like, says his kids were dirty and stinky. They need a father, so I hope they get one via adoption when their dad is in pound me in the ass prison. I would never respond to that person. But Rekieta has no choice but to go, my kids were neither dirty nor stinky. It was pretty confusing for CPS. Like, by the way, Liquefied Mummy has more likes on his tweet than Rekieta does.
Whoa. That's
and then
dark.
He goes, right, everyone lies except you got it. And Rekieta says, shockingly, on this issue, a person lied. Yes. And that person, Rekieta, was you. Yes. 1 like he got. Okay, we saw that one.
Yep. Yeah, we saw that one already. Okay.
Oh, my God. You know, this guy just felt this. He's now answering to WTF Mel 333.
You know, the
Mel certified
esteemed
genius PhD. Now, he may have believed that he was talking with a real doctor here, but Rekieta, just because they have PhD in bio does not mean they really are a PhD.
Yeah.
And even if they were, it doesn't mean you have to answer to their criticism like this. But Mel certified genius PhD says, not really. She made the mistake of being a trad wife. She has no career or potential to support herself and her 5 children that her husband clearly doesn't want. Huge mistake. you run the risk of your husband moving his younger girlfriend into your house with your children. And Rekieta says, my children are and always have been the most important thing in my life, which is, oh, shit, it's a lie. The cocaine and the booze were a lot more important, bro. That's why your kids didn't have food or clean clothing.
All right, here we go.
And he had nothing to say about his wife there either. It was just about the kids, because he knows that there's no way to make it look good. He did fuck his wife over. Jim Purfey. He is now answering to Jim Purfey, who I think has a bio picture of Jack Murphy there. I'm not sure. But he sat his kids down to explain to them how he was fucking the new nanny who he's been doing coke and K-holes with.
Woo!
He created the environment to have his house battering rammed in and his children taken away. He's a shit father who prioritizes his own vices over children. And then he goes, no, I did not. What the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about the tweets where April says that you and her sat down. Like, let's go. I think it's the next tweet.
Okay. There we go.
If it wasn't for their dad and I telling the truth about love and sex to the two of us to those kids, they would have been left to read all of the lies and cheap filth
Jesus.
Scum put on the internet. So that's what we're talking about, Rekieta. You know, this is your side piece, your mistress, your slam pig whore, the home wrecker, April Anderson, saying that you and her sat the kids down and explained how you were banging her instead of their mom. Okay? Which is really bad. Really, really bad.